places. What you have seen is as good as anything the competition has produced in this and many a season.
You don't need me to explain it. Just watch this. Let the pictures tell you everything. This is special.
With one swing of his gifted right foot.
Yeah, do it for the vlog. These are clean as well. Okay, what's going on, everyone? My name is Alex. That's Vlogs. It's been a little while. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been uploading videos, and I'm sorry. So what are we doing today? Today I just wanted to basically analyse the match from yesterday. So the video is coming out a little bit later than it should, but obviously Chelsea did play West Brom away the other day. We drew 3-3. It was a very interesting game. You know, when I do think about it, obviously we could have done a lot better, especially in the defensive areas of the pitch, but a lot of positives to take as well, especially with the second half. A lot of fights shown. The tactics from Lampard did pay off. We didn't actually win the game, but we did manage to get a point. Did we deserve it? It's 50-50. From the defensive point of view, obviously we did have Alonso, we had Thiago Silva, Christensen. I wasn't even sure how Christensen was supposed to start the game, but he did. And let's just leave it at that. And then also we had Reece James, who, you know, I'm a big fan of Reece James, and actually I think he's going to develop into a top player. But let's analyse this bit by bit. So obviously when we started off, don't get me wrong, we did create a couple of chances. Timo Werner hit the post. It wasn't the greatest of football, but it was okay. It was pretty evident that when Marcus Alonso gave the ball away, you know, West Brom were going to do their best to just pounce on us and actually take that opportunity. And they scored from a half chance, you know. It was actually a really good first goal from West Brom. Could Caballero have done better? Could Christensen perhaps have closed the space a little bit quicker? Perhaps, but we don't know. And if I'm being honest, Caballero deserves no stick, because as far as I'm concerned, when you're competing with Kepa, the standard's not exactly very high. Now, as for the second goal with Thiago Silva, I mean, how would I describe him? Now, Thiago Silva is a really good player at moving the ball nice and quickly. You see that he doesn't even need to take a touch a lot of the time, but he is a little bit slower, and when pressed hard, he certainly can take a couple of risks. And when he gave the ball away in the first half, it just didn't work. It was sloppy, it was slow. He took a touch and then he tried to recover the ball. It didn't work. And to be honest with you, that second goal was a gift. And that was probably another reason that we did concede that corner for the third, just because of a lack of concentration. But I'm not going to take anything away from West Brom, because it was a really, really good set piece. So by half time, I was just looking at Lampard. You could see him and Jody Morris on the sideline. They looked pissed. You know, you could see that. I mean, we'll put the clip up on the screen, but Lampard was just there like, nah, I don't like this. And obviously he said something to them at half time, because when we came out, we were really firing. I mean, I'm not saying it was the best football we've ever played in our lives, but, you know, we really did put the pressure on West Brom. And when Mason Mount got a goal out of pretty much nothing from outside the box, you know, we could definitely feel there was that aroma that a comeback was still on. And I still believed that we could recover the extra 2-goal deficit, because you could just feel that fighting aroma within Lampard's squad. But we're so prone to making stupid and silly mistakes that, you know, sometimes you really don't know just what you're going to get, especially from the defensive side of things. So, you know, when Mason got that goal, the comeback was on. We felt it. We really did feel it from within. And actually credit to him, because I wanted him to come off at half time, because I just don't see Mason Mount as a technical player in regards to the fact that he can break opponents down, but obviously he's always had that really good shot. But you know what, credit to him and Frank Lampard, because in the second half, Mason Mount, he was the thing, he was the difference between us having that belief, because he was the one who got the first goal. And once you've got one, you've got the belief that you can then get more. And obviously the next goal with Hudson-Odoi, the link-up play with Kai Havertz was just unbelievable. Now, when played in the right position, Kai Havertz he's a great player, but you have to build the team around him. I would compare him to a player like Ozil or Dele Alli, or you could even say, you know, Anthony Martial at Manchester United. They're players that need the team to be built around them. And you see when the team is built around them, they really do perform. The reason Ozil's not getting into the Arsenal squad at the moment is because of the way they play. It just doesn't suit him. You know, it's energetic, it's a high press, it requires you to run a lot and really put a shift in. Ozil's just not that kind of player. And in regards to Dele Alli, we've seen when Jose Mourinho first came in, he built the whole team around Dele. And he performed, he did score goals, he scored a lot of them. Because he got that belief and everything was built around him. And it's the same with Hudson-Odoi, and I also agree that Kai Havertz is a player that everything needs to be based around. Now when you look at a player like Timo Werner, for example, he is Frank Lampard's ideal player. I can't think of another player except for maybe Mason Mount that is more suited to Frank Lampard's style of play. He's got pace, he can shoot, he's got energy. He does all the right things. He's a great example. He's a silent leader. You know, that's exactly what we want in our squad. And I don't think there's a better player suited with the versatility that Frank Lampard wants than Timo Werner. Obviously, Kai Havertz has played in a number of different positions, especially at Bayern Leverkusen. But I think at Chelsea he will need to play as a number 10, just so he can get involved in the games and actually get everything ticking. Because at the end of the day, we've seen when he was at the centre of attack, he really did link things up well, especially for the Hudson-Odoi goal. And lastly, I just want to give credit to Tammy Abraham. Now I know the goal that he scored wasn't the best he'll ever score in his career, but it was so late, it was so crucial. Obviously we'd rather had the 3 points, but if we got the one, you know what, I'll take it against West Brom, especially in regards to what happened in the first half. And I've got to give Tammy Abraham a huge amount of credit, because at the end of the day, he's still fighting for his spot. He wants to play week in and week out, and that goal will hopefully give him confidence to, you know, keep achieving great things and hopefully, you know, score loads and loads more goals for Chelsea. Hey, listen, it wasn't the greatest result in the world, but to come from 3-0 down in the first half and score 3 in the second half, to actually manage to grab a point, you've got to give credit to the lads, and Lampard as well, especially taking off Thiago Silva for Giroud. You know, we had 3 strikers on the pitch. We had Werner, Abraham and Giroud on the pitch. You know, so he really did take a chance there, and it did manage to pay off. We got the point. We'd rather have the 3, but at the end of the day, I think we're making the right steps. This is essentially a pre-season for us because we didn't really get one. But you know, I believe in Frank Lampard. I hope all of you guys do, and we're going to try and make as many videos like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Just like inside, my dudes.